This was not a scheduled live stream. Yay! Life always. So it'll take a few moments for folks to get in here. Shout out to the folks that are gonna watch this or rewatch this. Alright. Hey, what up, Jimmy? How you doing this evening? Oh, Jimmy's here. That reminds me, I need to pour in my cup. Alright. You going? Thank you. Alright. Vicariously placed hole in the shirt. Good evening, Neil. How you doing this evening? Jimmy, how's everything? Goodness gracious. All right. Woo. Victor, he says, howdy, Jimmy. Dash. Yeah, she was passing by. Oh, she's already gone, Jimmy. I don't want to yell. Taste tester number 2 is getting ready to walk past. Well, he's walking past. So he's been working out, and rightfully so. He's actually growing up a little bit over the summer. So Dave, how you doing, man? From Blind Man Cooking. Welcome by. Why you keep hovering?
Oh, I didn't know.
You didn't know. Neil says we're holding strong, and you? I'm good, man. I'm good. Oh, man. Oh, Uncle Steve, he says, great evening, my friends. Yes, indeed. Uncle Steve, how you doing? Oh, man. Uncle Steve, I use some of that SPG. I made this, I don't really, so it's like a cheesy corn. So it's a play on a cheesy corn dip, right? And it is, what did I put? So we had some fresh corn, and I cut the corn off the cob, and I browned some ground beef, added a bunch of cheese, like just random cheeses I had in the refrigerator. So it was like some sharp cheese, some Kobe Jack, some peppers, some onions, and put all of this together in almost like a Mexican street corn type of dish, but not with just corn, cheese, and vegetables. I added ground beef to it as well, and I used that SPG rub, and it was so good. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. Man. Goodness gracious. That is hot. Hot. Hot like fire. I feel so removed. I've been getting the 3 girls back to school. Way too many forms to fill out. Oh, I already know, Uncle Steve. I have 3 children as well. The good thing is, what's the poison tonight? Oh, so it is a this is like a purple corn. He said purple corn first gen. I don't 100% know what that means, but so it's a little harsh. But it said it's 100 proof, and it's one of those things I tested out. But I can taste the difference. I can definitely tell the difference between something that is a little more, I don't know how to explain it. But this one is harsher. It's a little bit harsher. I'm not complaining, you know. Not complaining. Oh, and I have some diet iced tea, sugar-free sweet tea. Well, that drink reminds me of that Jimmy Cliff song. I can see clearly now. Yes, indeed. Grumpus is hey dashing everybody. What's up, Grumpus? So the first hour topic tonight was going to be talking about cooking on a unfamiliar grill or cooker, but I if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I posted a picture of a brisket today, and I said I have brisket available for sale. So that brisket that was available was from a brisket I cooked yesterday, and when I say I had a little bit of difficulty cooking this brisket, and I don't want to give it away because there is a 3-part video series that is going to be coming out starting tomorrow. And I'm like trying to decide if I want to be like, all right, you know what, we're going to, you know, put out this 3-part video series in a succession of like Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, but most likely to be, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but most likely to be, you know, a video today, a video next week, and a video in 2 weeks. Because I'm hoping, with everyone out of the house and me being home during the day, I might actually be able to start filming like I used to film, and film some educational things, film some things for me cooking dinner. Why are you going through the house with that? Like, why wouldn't you just take it out the back door? Are you about to take it to the front door or out the front with no trash can?
Yeah, I was going to put it there, and then I was going to get the upstairs trash, take it outside, and while I'm outside, I'm going to put bins.
Okay. I just don't want it sitting out there in that bag for something to come along and tear it up. Thank you. I think the topic so far is mac and corn. It's not mac and corn. So the whole thing was, it's like a cheesy corn, like a cheesy street corn type thing. And I don't know. I saw something on Instagram or, you know, months ago, and I was like, oh man, you know, that looks fantastic. So I made it a few months ago, and I won't say I've been waiting, but we got some fresh corn, and it sat in the refrigerator. Well, it sat on the counter, then it sat in the refrigerator, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna cut the kernels off of the cob and cook them. So I did, but I won't say problem, but the corn in this cheesy corn thing, I put a bunch of cheese in it, and I thought it wasn't enough cheese, and I'm like, oh man, it's kind of dry. But then the corn cooked, and the corn released all of this moisture, and it ended up turning into like not a soupy mess, but it was very soupy, and cheesy, and there was ground beef in there, which contributed to some of the soupiness, but it was good. Nesmore said maybe how to market a barbecue business. You market a barbecue business by letting people try your food, and then the food should sell itself. Word of mouth is how I've grown my business. I won't say nowadays, but now you can try to market your barbecue business via Facebook, also via Instagram. You know, social media is the thing. The only thing is, I got my start selling food before something just fell over there, and I gotta see what it is. I got my start selling food or doing things via Instagram before Instagram started making you pay for everything or charge for everything. So at this point, I refuse to pay for like Facebook ads or Instagram ads out of principle, because I know I didn't have to do that before, and I shouldn't have to do it again, but times are changing. Also, my business model has changed in that I do a lot more word of mouth, information. I am almost always wearing a shirt that says Still Drum Smokers on it. And people ask me, what is Still Drum Smokers, or where is Still Drum Smokers, all the time. And I hand out business cards like confetti. I sprinkle them like glitter, as I've said before. And that is the other way where I market my business. I am word of mouth. I talk to people. I have that personality where I don't have a problem talking to anyone. So if someone sees me and says something about it, they say, well, where's that place? And I say, anywhere you need me to be. Delivery is billable. And most people crack up, and we get to talking, and I tell them about what I do, and I go from there. KB says, well, here we are again. Good evening, party people. Good evening, party people. Grubba says, yes, Victor. Came home early from work tonight. Nice. So I've rebooted, restarted my whole new barbecue chat. Oh, man. Oh, man, I keep touching the screen to scroll the messages, but it keeps unfocusing the... Yeah, Marcus says, aloha, everyone. Marcus talked to me earlier, or I talked to Marcus earlier, and I'm like, what do you want to talk about tonight? Because after doing this for 5 years or so, I can't think of topics very much anymore. What do you want to talk about tonight? Yeah, I am on. I'm live. I got my stream running. So he said, well, let's talk about cooking on an unfamiliar pit, like a borrowed pit, unfamiliar or borrowed pit, and or cooker. And I said, okay, cool. And then life got in the way. So I started talking about this first thing or earlier. So that brisket that I told you guys, or I started talking to you guys about, I cooked it yesterday, and I didn't have any containers to put it in so that I could sell it. That being said, I went out this afternoon, got the containers, and posted on Instagram, hey, I have brisket for sale. And a few folks hit me up. Well, those few folks hit me up. I'm like, all right, well, I won't be able to leave my house and actually deliver the food until like after 5:30. Well, I left my house at about 5:45, and I had 4 deliveries. Well, excuse me, 3 deliveries in Baltimore City, 1 delivery in Baltimore County, and then I had to drive down to, it was almost Montgomery County for the 5th delivery. Well, that 5th delivery, the 5th person that I met was a half an hour away from my house. I didn't meet them. Well, I was scheduled to meet them at 8 o'clock. I'm like, all right, when I'm sitting in a parking lot waiting for them to get there, I will, create the live stream. And when I got to the parking lot, it was a Chick-fil-A. I said, all right, there's a Chick-fil-A at this intersection. So I said, all right, I'll meet you guys there. So, I texted him. I said, hey, I'm here. It was 10 to 8. So he said, hey, we're like 15, 20 minutes away. We're stuck in traffic coming through this little town called Damascus, Maryland. We're like 15, 20 minutes away. We're stuck in Damascus. I said, oh, all right, cool. All right, well, I'm going to go inside and get something to eat. I'm going to get my dinner. So I go inside. I sat there. I ordered a spicy chicken sandwich, extra pickles, Kobe Jack cheese, ordered something for my wife, and then I went in and came back out. When I got back to my car, I opened up my sandwich, opened it up, and it was supposed to have cheese on it. It didn't have cheese on it. So I ordered 2 of those sandwiches. Hey, there's a spicy chicken sandwich in the refrigerator. If you want one, you can have it. Just eat the one on top that has a label on it. It doesn't have cheese on it. Taste test number 1. So it doesn't have, it didn't have cheese on it. Well, you order cheese, you got to pay for it. Oh, it's on the door. You order cheese, you got to pay for the cheese. So I'm like, all right, well, now it's the principle that I redeemed a free sandwich and bought a sandwich and added cheese to both, and I paid for the cheese, and there's no cheese on my sandwiches. So now I walk back inside the Chick-fil-A. The one that is it, let me see. Yes, that one. So walk back into the store, and they're like, oh, we're sorry about that. We'll get you, there's extra pickles on there. We'll get you, 2 more made. I'm like, all right, cool. Bad news is good news is we'll get you 2 more made. Bad news is you can keep those other 2 sandwiches. All right, so now for the price of 1 sandwich, I got 4. So now the kids are eating 2. Well, the boys. Taste test number 281. He said it was so spacey. I don't know what's wrong with. Oh, I took a bite out of it. Sorry. That was how I discovered there was no cheese on it, because I bit it and I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. Victor says cooking on an unfamiliar cooker is a great subject. Let's do it sometime, perhaps in a couple of weeks during the live stream. And I think we all have stories, indeed. Crumpus is on fire. How are you, my friend? Neil says. Melanated chakra. All right. Digging. I feel like I need to pull out a lighter. They say hello, new to the channel. All right. I don't know. Is that a female in that picture? I can't tell. You know, the picture is like this big. Naz says, thank you for the information with a guy. No problem. Yeah, Marcus. It really wasn't. So Grumpus, the brisket actually was under. It was a 12-pound brisket. It was 11 pounds, 11.9 pounds. Right, 11.9 pounds. So it was basically a 12-pound brisket. I did not trim it very aggressively, so I didn't have very much loss. I had a problem cooking it, actually, and I'm not going to get into detail because I don't want to spoil the video. Are you using the one with the vanilla? Or the one, there's two. One is just honey, and one is honey with vanilla. Sorry, I can't hear you. So Grumpus, it was, by the time it was all said and done, it was cooked, it was trimmed, everything like that. It was 7.5 pounds that was worth of brisket, right? I was like, what? How? Usually, I'm getting like a 50%, 55% yield on brisket. So I was okay, that's fine. I like the one with just straight honey. So I'm expecting less, right? So when I cut the brisket up and I weighed it, and it weighed like 7.5 pounds, I'm like, holy cow! I got way higher of a yield than I expected. So I had 2 1-pound containers, 2 1.5-pound containers, and one 2-pound order. So it was a 2-pound order, 2 1-pound orders, and 2 1.5-pound orders. So how much markup on that sandwich? No markup for number 1. Neil says, okay, my friends, have yourself a good night. Well, thank you. Good night. Thanks for checking in, Neil. So, I mean, I think I stretched it, but let me see. So we got 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1.5 plus 1.5. Yeah, 7. So by the time it was all said and done, I probably put a couple extra ounces into one or whatever. Maybe did 1 1/4 or 1 and whatever, but not 1 1/4, but I always try to do the exact amount or a little bit more. But like I said, it was 7 pounds of brisket that I had at least. So yeah. But the 7 pounds of brisket, like I said, it went to 5 different households. I was happy with it. I was not expecting to get that high of a yield. But the 5, so it's one of those things where, so I posted on Instagram and I said, hey, I have some brisket available, for immediate delivery. People hit me up. So one of the young ladies that hits me up, she's been getting brisket for me, and she's the funniest because she does she's so happy when she gets brisket. She'll do like a brisket dance, or when she sees me pull up, or when I'm walking up her front steps, she starts dancing. It's hilarious. Another one of the young ladies who order food, she actually is a subscriber on YouTube. I don't know if she, watches the live. She watches the live streams from time to time. I don't know if, Ms. Dukes, if you're here today, I would, just say, hey. Then, the other guy, one guy who ordered, and then another young lady who ordered I text her directly because she's like, listen, if you have brisket, send me a text message and I'll let you know whether I want it or not. I'm like, okay. So I sent her a text message. She said, bring it. All right. So that's 3. The 4th person lived between the first delivery and the second delivery, and he always orders brisket from me, and he's pretty much told me the same thing. Hey, if you have brisket left over, you have some, let me know, give me a call. So I called him, and I said, hey, his name's Alvin. I say, Alvin, yo, I have some brisket. Hey, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. So I said, Alvin, yo, I have some brisket. I'm right around the corner from you. Now, mind you, I turned onto his block, onto his street. I was a block and a half away from his house. So I turned onto his street. I said, yo, Alvin, I'm right around the corner. I have 1.5 pounds of brisket. He's like, I just saw your post. I was just getting ready to hit up, he said I was just getting ready, talk to my wife and see, if we should get some brisket. So I said, Alvin, I'm right around the corner from you. I said, yo, I'm gonna be at your house in a minute. He's like, all right. So I get to his house, and I said, Alvin, yo, I was 2 blocks away, not even 2 blocks away. I said, here, take the brisket. If you, just send me some money when you get it and or when you get a moment. He's like, nah, I got some cash in my pocket. How much is it gonna be? So I told him what it was. He's like, oh, I'm gonna have to cash app you a couple dollars. Don't worry about that couple dollars, Alvin. You supported me for a long time. We've been rocking for a long time. Here, his total was 30. I told him 35. He gave me 29. I'm not going to, especially that was basically the delivery fee was the difference. And I told him, I said, literally, you were 2 blocks out of my way. I'm not going to charge you, for this delivery. So he's like, all right, cool. Went in the house and was like doing a happy dance. Like, there's going to be dinner tomorrow. So then I went to the last young lady. Like I said, the last young lady, and she is in Baltimore County. She is a subscriber to the YouTube channel, so she watches every now and again. And then the last person, they live in Montgomery County. Where they live is over an hour away from my house. So I said, hey, is there anywhere where you guys can meet me? They met me in between Baltimore and they live in Germantown. So they met me in a town called Mount Airy. So I said, can y'all meet me at Mount Airy? Like, cool. So it's a half an hour away from my house, about a half an hour for them. So yeah, it worked out. What are you doing over there? You can't hear me. He's got headphones on. I'm gonna stop talking to him. Marcus says service is in and out here. Hey again. What up, Mark? Aloha. Mahalo. Marcus and Marcus's mom. Hi. I gotta get out there and hang out with Marcus. I am long overdue for a Austin trip. Marcus has graciously told me that I have a place to stay. I have a room at his house. Steven, he says, hey yo, Dash and Peeps, good evening. Steven, how's everything? Hopefully everything is good. Jacqueline back in school. I know the kids, so Baltimore City Schools. We are 3 days in. Today is day 3 for Baltimore City Schools. So Monday night was the first night of school. Monday was August 28th. Yeah, August 28th, 28th, 29th, 30th. August 28th. After 9 o'clock, at 9:30 something, I get a phone call from Baltimore City Public Schools. Hello, City Schools families. Something about, basically tomorrow, or here's a general reminder that tomorrow is the first day of school. Tomorrow, August 28th, is the first day of school. Jacqueline finished school. She finished high school? She graduated high school? What? Wait a minute. What? Maybe I thought she was younger than I thought. Maybe I thought she was younger than... what? Oh my goodness. Anyway, so Baltimore City Schools calls my my cell phone. They call the house. They call the cell phones, and they reminded us that tomorrow, August 28th, was the first day of school at 9:30 p.m. on August 28th. Like, seriously? I'm like, come on, do better, Baltimore City. I knew she graduated in spring. Look, I mean, listen, I don't put it past. I just didn't remember, and I mean, duh. So, what is she doing now? Is she going to like second? Well, not secondary, but like college or? 17, October 25th. So she graduated from high school. See, that's maybe why. Maybe y'all see. Maybe that's what it is. That would bother me less than what you did. Oh well. Really, maybe that because most kids here graduate from. Most kids graduate from high school at about 18 here. So, and you're saying she's going to be 17 in October, which means she graduated high school at 16. Yeah, I just thought that she was younger than, well, yeah, that kind of lines up.
But do they have muscles like these at 16? No.
Yes, she might not, but she's prettier than you are.
It's not possible.
Oh, it's possible. No. So taste tester number 2 has been trying to flex, and he's been walking through the living room where I am, the dining room actually where I am.
Trying to flex.
Take the trash out, Mr. Chachi.
It's my double front last spray. It's so beautiful.
Number 12 still sitting there. Yeah, Victor, he said this is what happens when you drink clear often enough. Yes, indeed. Oh, yes. Telling you school's being dismissed early. That was taste tester number 3. That was today. So that was taste tester number 3 today. And I was getting there. So that was Monday's debacle, right? And then today, I get a phone call I get a text message and a phone call at 12:45 saying that taste tester number 3 school is dismissing at 1:15 p.m. because of inclement weather. I'm like, what the hell? First, her school is 20 minutes away from my house. So I'm like, great. I gotta kind of stick a pin in my work. Dude.
I was doing the trash this time.
Stick a pin in my work, run out the door, run up to the school. I'm sitting there waiting outside, 1:15, 1:20, 1:25, 1:30. I'm like, yo, this is maybe because of there's a problem in the school and they're, just taking their time, letting the kids out, whatever. One of the parents walks past my car because I had the windows down, and he says, yo, it was a false alarm. They're going to be there for the rest of the day. I said, excuse me? Yeah, that somebody messed up and it was a false alarm. Everything is fine. And they're not getting out because it is too hot in school. They got... What? So I called school. I'm sitting outside trying to pick up my child. What can you... Oh, we're so sorry. That message was sent in error. We're going to have a regular school day. Well, it's 1:30 at this point. I'm not going to drive another 20 minutes back home, to drive another 20 minutes back to the school, to drive another... And actually, it's worse in the afternoon because of traffic. So it's going to be like 25 minutes home for 30 minutes back, and then 30 minutes back home. I'm not doing that. So I get out of the vehicle. I go inside. Yep, I'm going to take my daughter. So when I say it was a melee of 50 to 75 people in this little welcome area in the school. So I'm like, I'm not standing here waiting for this. So I walked past and went to the main office because there's a welcome center and then there's the main office. So I go to the main office, and the lady in the main office, she's not worth anything. Not worth anything. So she says, well, I can't call her from here. Aren't you in the main office? Like, what are you? I said, you know what? So I walk out of the main office. I go back up to the front. So, you know how you can just spot somebody who's a teacher? And I spot somebody who's a teacher. And she said, do you want to pick up your kid? Yeah, I do. Can you see it on my face or what? She said, what's your child's name? I told her. She said, what homeroom is she in? I told her. She said, okay. So she gets on. They have this thing called Class Dojo. She gets on Class Dojo and she's sending a message to whatever teacher, and she's like, well, I don't know where their class is. You know what? I'm just gonna go up there and get him. Okay, cool. So she scurries off. I find a door right by the auditorium that there's AC pumping, pushing through this door. I'm standing by the door with the AC, so I'm chilling, like literally chilling. And then an announcement comes over the PA that says, basically it was two announcements. First announcement was, the announcement was this message went out, and the buses came to the school to take the kids home. But because of an error, they sent the buses away. But because so many parents were there at the school, they're going to allow the kids to leave early. When I say it was a fluster cluck, it was a fluster cluck. So, yeah. So I'm like, all right. So then they come over saying, we're going to release the students to their normal dismissal places and everything like that. So now I'm like, well, what do I do? Because this lady went up to go get my daughter, but should I walk? He's like, so someone was in the hallway and he said, hey, parents waiting, your middle school parent, you can go ahead down to the, that door there and pick up your child from outside. I'm like, well, such and such went up to go get my daughter. Am I staying here? Excuse me, or should I go outside? He was like, I don't know. So I said, all right, I'm going to wait for a moment or two and see. Sure enough, boom, here comes taste tester number 3. Taste tester number 3, I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's walk outside. We get outside, get in the car. So we start talking. I'm like, what did they tell you? And she's like, well, they didn't tell us anything. She said, but some of the kids in the class had their cell phones and they were getting text messages from their parents and this, that, and the other. And she was like, my phone was in my locker like it was supposed to be. And I'm like, yeah. So she has there's 3 little girls that she's made friends with, or 2 other little girls that she's made friends with. And the 3 of them listened, and their phones were all in their lockers. So they weren't notified, or we didn't tell them. So the other kids, or some of the other kids, were telling the rest of the students, oh, they're gonna be getting out early, this and the other. So yeah, it was another one. 3 days in, and already 2 bits of cluster messing up. Ice M says, good evening, big fella. May the blessings and peace of God be unto you and your family. Thank you, Ice M. I appreciate the peace and blessings that you bestow every week, week in and week out. I definitely do appreciate it. I won't say surprise, but for you. But I know you guys have subscribed to my channel and you're watching my channel because I do barbecue stuff, right? There are times when I don't do barbecue stuff, but guess what? I have a brisket cook video for you guys that I'm hoping, excuse me, and I do apologize for anyone who watches this video and sees me yawn and yawns themselves, because yawning is contagious, and hopefully if I say yawn enough, I'll stop doing it. Though I know that's not going to be the case. I had 0 energy drinks today. And I'm drinking liquor, which always makes me yawn. Anyway, definitely appreciate you guys being here. I'm not cooking for Labor Day. No, I might be doing some driving on Labor Day. I have to go up to Philly. I have to go up to Philly either on Saturday or possibly on Monday. So we'll see. Just wait for Dash to increase his yawn rate. That's when Laura will show up. Oh boy. Yeah, she would. Yeah, so this one tastes different, and I don't know if it's the iced tea. I can't really tell if it's the iced tea or if it's the clear. But it tastes different. Cooking 16 racks of ribs. Nice. So, actually got some ribs today. It's at the Restaurant Depot, and I said, I don't have any ribs. So I got some ribs to just put in the freezer. I won't say in keeping with, but to go along with what it is I am doing, if you will, in these videos or in videos. I figured that I could I just get some rest. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's not that I'm tired. I really think that it is the liquor. The liquor is a downer, and it mellows me out for sure. I'll just be like, yeah. Shoot. I'm saying I'm not tired, but that whole Chick-fil-A debacle, I got a brownie. Since we don't have a topic tonight, has anyone caught the new Star Wars Ahsoka? What is that series? No. Jimmy, the tea definitely isn't cutting it. I need my normal energy drink. And I said to myself, I was going to stop earlier and get energy drinks. And I said, no, I'll get them later. I'll get them later. Later turned into never. And it didn't happen. Wow. That brownie. Super sweet. Goodness. Anybody else cooking for Labor Day? Or what is everyone cooking for Labor Day? If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Slaughterhouse Barbecues is tapped in with your big bro. No, freezer time. The freezer's definitely not going to wake me up. That'll, man, put hair on my chest and make me burn. Like, I'll be able to spit fire. Like, fire! I'll be able to take a shot, blow out, and use flamethrower. Steven says our Labor Day was June 19th. This is always kind of funny, Steven, when when most Americans, more or less, talk about holidays and things like that. And, like there's a Thanksgiving in Canada, which is, a different date than Thanksgiving that we normally have, or we have in the United States. So Labor Day, Independence Day. When is the Independence Day for Trinidad and Tobago? Dave says, late on here, do you have anything good planned for Labor Day? No. I don't. Nothing as of yet. Today's only Wednesday. I tell you, it's funny. I'll have nothing planned for Saturday. It'd be Wednesday. I'll get a call Thursday, and I'm booked on Saturday. That's how fluid things are. I have bookings for Actually, I have bookings for the third week of September. I can't remember if I have anything for the first week of September. And then the second week of September, I have something, you know, I have a trip planned, a quick trip planned. So, yeah. But, I mean, the first week of September is literally this weekend. Steven says, actually, Independence Day is tomorrow. Oh, seriously? Holy cow. That's too funny. September 1st is Trinidad and Tobago's Independence Day. Wow. That is too funny. A lot of punching gonna be drinking. Steven, you have your punching ready? Chachi, I wish. This is a familiar obligation. Familiar obligation. It is a quick turn and burn trip. But for Labor Day, I'm thinking I might be in Philly. And if I go to Philly, I need to get a cheesesteak because it's been too long. I think it's been probably been almost a year that I have been. I've been through Philly a time or two. I've been up there, but I don't think I've gotten a cheesesteak. I'm trying to think when the last time I was up there and got a cheesesteak. I really think it was almost a year ago. When was the barbecue sauce and seasoning coming? Now for me, Irfin, I wanna, Mr. Green, Mrs. Green, sorry. I don't actually have any plans to do any barbecue sauce or seasoning. I stay in my own lane. I like what it is I cook, and I have a few different commercial products that I use. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I just have to cook on it very well, and I do that. I stay in my lane with the preparation. So barbecue sauce and seasoning is not something that that's on the horizon. Never say never though, but never. I mean, that's not why I got into this. You just had a cheesesteak the other day. No, I didn't. Wait, did I tell y'all about this cheesesteak I got and it was seasoned and it was horrible? And these people, like, yeah. Grumpy said, I'm tempted to smoke a brisket Sunday and take it to work for my crew Monday. Yeah, well, you do that. Definitely, Grumpus. I was away from the table. Canada's Thanksgiving is a month before ours in October. Yes, indeed. Blind Man Cookie said, how do you order your cheesesteaks? My order. So when I go to D'Alessandro's and I place my order, I'm going to get a triple cheesesteak. That is American provolone and whiz. Okay. I need salt, pepper, ketchup. I would like some hot peppers fried in with the meat, if possible. If not, then I might take some hot peppers on the side. But usually they'll do that. They'll fry some hot peppers in with the meat and extra mayo. That's it. Every now and again, I might get some fried onions, but very, very rarely. And if you put lettuce and tomato on a cheesesteak, that is a cheesesteak hoagie, and that is sacrilege. Hoagies are cold, cheesesteaks are hot. You need not mix the two. A cheesesteak hoagie is just going to result in wilted lettuce. Nope, not my thing, not my jam. So that is my typical cheesesteak order. I order a triple cheesesteak, American provolone and whiz, extra mayo, hot peppers fried in with the meat, salt, pepper, ketchup. Salt, pepper, ketchup. I would say SBK, but y'all might not understand what SBK is, so I'll say the whole thing, salt, pepper, ketchup. And that is my cheesesteak. That's what I order. September 24th is Republic Day. Yo, that cheesesteak that I had a couple weeks ago was so horrible, which is why I've been really wanting a cheesesteak. So again, Instagram. My wife sees this place on Instagram. No grilled onions. I'm good. I don't need grilled onions. I'm good without them. Like, my vegetables gonna be my hot peppers and the cheese. That's a vegetable too. Oh, the ketchup is a vegetable. Yeah. All right. So my wife saw this place and it said Baltimore's biggest cheesesteak, and my wife was like, "Oh my gosh, those cheesesteaks, they're huge. We should go get a cheesesteak." So this is on a Tuesday or a Wednesday when my wife is at work. So I said, she sent me, this video on Instagram. So I check it out. I'm like, all right. Look at the video. I'm like, well, let me see where it is. I see where it is. It is clear across town. Chachi, do you eat ketchup on French fries? Because ketchup is going to warm up on French fries. Why would you want your ketchup to chill your food? No, Chachi. You are wrong, Chachi. Wrong. Anyway. So this place, of course, it is clear across town. Through a tunnel, which is a toll. So I go over there. Actually, I had an errand to run, so I didn't go through the tunnel. I went around it. I drove through the city. I go, I get what I need, or I do what I need to do. I go to this place, and they ask for a phone number. So I give the lady my phone number, and she says, 215? Is that a Pennsylvania area code? Yes, it is. Oh, man. I said, well, 215 is actually Philadelphia area code. Richard says, nice thing about being as far out is I don't get my pennies in a bunch when it comes to cheesesteaks. I'm not that picky about my grits either, but don't you dare mess up smoked salmon. See, I mean, Victor, but see, here's the thing, right? I do not order cheesesteaks outside of the 215 area code. That is my rule. And that is my rule for a reason. People outside of Philadelphia do not get it right. That is my soapbox. That is the sword I will die on atop that soapbox. People outside of Philadelphia do not get it right. Point proven. I went to the cheesesteak place, or so-called cheesesteak place. They claim to have Baltimore's biggest cheesesteak, and they probably do. But it's also Baltimore's worst cheesesteak, in my opinion. Yo, you don't put seasoning. They put seasoning salt on the cheesesteak. And it might have been like some sort of Old Bay-esque type something. It was something in that cheesesteak, and it was off. It was off. I won't say awful, but it was off, right? It was off. No, yes, please. Thank you. It was off. The kids didn't mind it. My wife and I, we were like, there's something different about this. And I couldn't deal with the difference. My wife was like, it's not what I wanted, but it's not the worst thing ever. Like, when you have to qualify it like, here's the bottom, and this is where you at, and this is what I expected. So when I'm in the store and this lady finds out I'm from Philly, she's like, "Ooh, I need you to tell me how it is." I'm like, "You don't really want me to stay here and tell you how it is, because I'm gonna be honest with you." She's like, "Oh, no, we could take it." I don't think you can, lady. So I get my order, and she's like, "Can you, I'm getting ready to take it home, right?" I'm like, "No." She said, "Well, do you live?" She said, "Are you headed back to Philly now, or are you in the area?" I said, "No, I live across town." She said, "Oh, okay." Because, I wanted you to try it. I'm like, "Right now?" She was like, yeah, could you try it? So I take a bite of it, and I'm like, "Yo, there's something wrong with this thing. Like, it's wrong. Something's wrong with this." I couldn't put my finger on it while I had this lady staring down my throat as I'm trying to not make any facial expressions. And the whole ride home, I was like, "Yo, I wasted $40 on this damn cheesesteak," because I ordered 2 cheesesteaks. I ordered one that had not everything, but it had more stuff on it, and I had one that was more plain. All I kept thinking was, "Yo, I wasted $40 on this freaking cheesesteak." I was pissed. I get home. Hey, tell my wife, "Hey, here's this place you saw on Instagram. I went over there, and she tries it, and she's like, it's something. What?" She's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I can't put my finger on it." And she's like, "The steak is seasoned. Like, the cheesesteak is seasoned, and it's not just salt and pepper. Like, a cheesesteak, all you really need is salt, pepper, and then your condiments." She's like, "Yeah, there's something else on there." And I was like, "Yo, it tastes like a seasoning salt, and it's too salty for me. Like, I don't usually have issues, but it was bad." Loris has been watching for a bit. Guess what? No, she says, "Hey, Dash and all. Dash only like cheesesteaks with extra seasoning." No, man, shoot. I'm so ignorant of what to expect from a cheesesteak. I've never had one, but they look good. Oh boy, Victor says, "Laura, let the yawns begin." Oh, Jimmy says, "You missed the first 25. It wasn't 25. I mean, I have done it, but it wasn't 25. Laura says she was working the late shift. Oh, Victor, damn, y'all throw me under the bus. Somebody needs to go back and watch the I want to say the replay. Oh, excuse me. Watch the replay and count them up. It wasn't 25. No. I didn't. So now Chachi's trying to just say the word. No, I didn't. I was burping. Come on. The top, I should have just pressed it on and then spun it closed. All right. All right. That was 2 ounces. We got 2 ounces left. Chachi, seriously? I thought you were, like my friend, man. It seems like you rooting against me. 25 includes 25 includes all the yawns inspired. You inspired in us viewers as well. I'm like, what are you talking about? Eating some California rolls from the sushi shop in the store. Nice. California. You gonna get yourself up tomorrow?
Myself up every day.
You did not get yourself up this morning.
Yes, I did.
Who woke you up this morning?
Me.
No. How soon you forget? No, you were sprawled out on the floor.
Yeah, on the floor.
And
what
you,
time was it?
It was after 6 o'clock. Only day 3.
I highly doubt. I really feel like I woke myself up this morning.
You can feel like you woke yourself up?
I know.
No. In reality, your alarm was going off and you were laying on the floor. Anyway, go to bed so you can get up. Yes, this is taste tester number 2. I don't know where Quentin is. He must be out delivering food too. I finished my deliveries in time to make the live stream. Why can't he have the common decency to do the same? Victor says sushi shop. Don't you mean bait shop? No. Grumpus says, Laura, you should do a shot every time I yawn. Take a sip of your coffee, Laura, every time I yawn. How about that?
I saw this thing with a friend group, and it was like every time that person did something that's really common for them, they would have to, like, so the person wore a shot collar, right? So every time, let's say, every time you said the word the, I shot. It wouldn't be something that general. It would be something more like every time you touch your face, every time you put your hands together like this, you would get a shot. And you went the whole podcast trying to figure out what it was.
So, the last time I shaved my beard, one of the guys said, every time you touch or you scratch your face, it's an extra shot for you. And I do a shot. So, similarly, yeah, been there, done that. Grumpus. Laura said, oh, hell no. She'd be so drunk. If she had to take a shot every time I yawned. Chachi, who put ketchup on a cheesesteak? Okay, so Chachi, here's the thing. Chachi, I am not about to take any sort of direction from you who knows not what you need to know about a cheesesteak. There, I said it. That is it. That is all. If you don't put ketchup on your cheesesteak, you are wrong. There are very few things I eat ketchup on. A cheesesteak is one of them. And French fries. Now, if I have... Dude, come here for a second. Pull your pant leg up. The right pant leg. No, pull the right pant. Dude, you about to make me... I almost called you your name. Okay, so those are your brothers. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were in my stuff. Like, I don't...
Open the door and say hi to Camwear, please.
Hola. Yes. I see you. Yep, you're there. Yeah. I'll leave it on the light for 2 seconds.
You can turn the light over. Oh. Lawrence is much better dash, but I think I might need the restaurant style coffee maker.
We should get her a nightlight.
We don't. Cats have better vision at night. She doesn't need a nightlight. There's only one person in this house that's afraid of the dark.
Yeah, but it can be scary in the dark. She's in the dark 24/7.
She's not in the dark 24/7. You leave the light on in the basement way more than you would believe. Seriously? Yes, you do.
I barely go down to the basement.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Did you go down to the basement today?
Yeah.
Is the light on in the basement?
The light's off.
Laura, again, I'm going to tell you that you are, in fact, wrong. Ketchup on and it's called just a cheesesteak. Do not need to put Philly on it. When you put Philly on it in front of the word cheesesteak, I know you are going to make it wrong. Chachi says hot fries, cold ketchup, A1. Because the FYI, the next live stream, my beard will be back to normal length. I'm getting tired of whiskers in my mouth when I eat. I know that feeling. Victor said give the kid a flashlight for Christmas. He has a flashlight. It's on a cell phone. He's never without a cell phone. He has a flashlight. Oh, boy, oh boy. All right, we are in the second hour. We didn't have a topic really that we didn't stay on topic. We didn't have a topic for the first hour. So, I do have a video that's going to be coming out tomorrow. I will, I guess, maybe at 11:30-ish or 10:30-ish, I'll post a link to the video. If you were a Patreon patron, you would already have been able to see the video. The Patreon patrons get early access to the videos. I need to start leaning on them more often for topics for the live stream. Random straw whistle. Yep, it happens. Shout out to the Rewatch gang. Welcome to hour 2 of the live stream. Laura's, what is that face, Laura? Quentin! We were just talking about you. We said that you were probably out doing your own deliveries. I don't have a topic tonight because I was out doing deliveries, and my last delivery wasn't finished until, like, I didn't get back on the road until 8:30 or 8:25, and I was half an hour away from home. I'm a man of many talents. Charges is hour 2. Time for me to act up. FAFO. Chachi. How did Laura post nothing? Oh, look at that. You can. It was a space, probably. Quinn says, hello, everyone. Good evening. Well, hello to you too, sir. Laura said she was cleaning the keypad. She spilled some of her poutine gravy on the keypad. No problem, Laura. Make sure you get all of that gravy out of the keypad. Laura says she loves me poutines. There's a place here that makes poutines. And one of the poutines they have actually had brisket on it or something. It's been years since we had it. The Witness. The Witness says, what's your best brand of hot dog to smoke? Hebrew National, Sabret's, or Nathan's? So because I'm normally smoking or cooking more for people who pay me, I more often than not end up cooking the Members Mark from Sam's, that box of 80 hot dogs. Also though, I'm trying to think if it's Ballpark Franks, Ballpark beef Franks, the quarter pound. But Sam's, and I'm trying to remember if it is Sam's Club, like Members Mark branded quarter pound hot dogs, or if it is Ballpark. I think it's Members Mark branded hot dogs. Chachi, you can do anything you want. But I mean, being ignored is being ignored. Oh, Barrios says, "What's up, Dash? Patriot Barbecue gave you a nice shout out on Instagram." I saw that. He basically said that I helped him through the pandemic. I don't 100% agree with everything he says. I don't 100% agree with everything he said, and even in that post. But you know, nothing against him. He's probably still wearing flip flops. Lars says, "Damn it, Dash, what'd I do?" The witnesses got it. Okay, Sam's Club brand, cool, thank you. So the reason why the Sam's Club brand is because they're quarter pound hot dogs, or they're like jumbo Sam's, but I mean, or the box is, excuse me, oh goodness, because the boxes are inexpensive, and I know that count is 80, and I can get them readily when I'm having an event where I'm cooking, grilling on site. Other than that, I believe their Ballpark, the Ballpark Franks might come in I think it's a double 24 pack. I think it's a double 24 pack, so 48 hot dogs. And then there are the jumbo Sam's brand hot dogs, and those are nice as well. Obviously, they just they are more expensive. I also only make all beef hot dogs. I don't mess with anything else when I'm purchasing it for the event. Now, if someone comes and says, "Hey, I have some turkey dogs, can you cook these?" Or, "Hey, I have some chicken dogs, can you cook these?" Ugh. Like, once I pick my face up, and realize that maybe these people were raised different, and that's why they want chicken hot dogs and lamb hot dogs. Not my thing. Victor says, "I don't know. I always thought that poutines sound dirty." You know what a poutine is. KGH4121 says, "Son and I are taking our backyard barbecue to the next level. Starting a catering business. What do you think is most important to do first?" Get people that want to buy your food. Like, I'm not trying to sound dickish, but get people who want to buy your food. That is number one. Grow a following. Barrio says, "Any quarter pound beef Franks are good, but Sam's are really good." Okay. What the heck is poutine? Is there a excuses for them? No, poutine is French fries. It's a French fry base with some, I don't know if it's cheese curds or maybe just this poutine I had cheese curds on it. But it's French fries, sometimes cheese curd, meat, and the meat would be like similar to the meat that you would get from Chipotle, one of those type of meats. Your meat, some toppings if you so choose, cheese, shredded cheese on the top, pop it in the oven for 8 to 9 minutes at 425? I believe it's 425. Pull out the oven. Yo, when I say these chips are so good, so good. That cheesy corn dip thing that messed up, it's about to get devoured. Sure enough. So, yeah. Quentin, so what you been up to? Obario, I've been cooking. I just haven't done any videos because I've been cooking. Like I said, just haven't done any videos. Yes, I like beef also. Here in Florida, the people be liking all of the beef. Yep. Yes, indeed. It used to not, I won't say it used to not be a deal breaker, but it's gotta be all beef. Rumpus, it doesn't sound right enough to the point where I'm not gonna repeat it. Johnny, he says, oh, hello, I thought I'm about to say, he says, night, everyone. I read the wrong line. He says, hello, everyone. Laura says, when I get a hey, Johnny. Quentin grew up in Wisconsin, I guess, which is cheese curd country. Victor says, I agree with Dash on getting started catering. Let the food speak for itself, and then you just kind of grow from there. That's the snowball effect. It is, in fact, real. Susie says, hi, everyone. Been waiting for this live. They ain't going to have to rewatch the first hour. We really didn't talk about, I mean, you missed it. You definitely need to rewatch that first hour. Oh my gosh. I need to start going through these lives and plucking out short form content. Cause, man. Now, Susie, you're good. You really didn't miss anything. My chat was messed up. Have you drank the holy water yet? Just tuned in. Yep. When I started, this was I think that's the, where is the, oh, here it is. When I started, I swear I was more than a cup, but I might have been 10 ounces. I had 10 ounces. This is what's left. When I say potent. Okay, Clinton, who in the fam here uses tallow, y'all froze it. I'm sure it's spelled correctly. When I get people asking for a 3-piece chicken dinner, they say they want a big, no, they say they want a leg. I ask if you want right or left. Some folks laugh, and others just look like WTF. I mean, that's funny. It is trolling to a whole nother extent. Hilarious. So I don't use tallow very often, and it's Tallow. Tallow. I don't use tallow very often, but I have in the past used it for sauteing. Oh, dead to rights, Laura. Dead to rights. Got me that one. So I've used it for sauteing, but I also used a mirror. What? This is when I'm getting delirious. Two things totally unrelated. So I used the tallow to saute something on the tabletop griddle, and I don't know where the mirror was coming in. That aspect, I was dreaming, I guess. But I get people asking for creepy chicken dinner. They ask what I'm like. They said they. I asked if they want to. I can't. I can't even read it because I knew where this is going. I asked if they want right leg or left. Some folks laughing, some just look like WTF. Russ, what's up? Oh man, Luke Calamadas, how you doing this evening, sir? He said, yo, 25 times. Sue, can you imagine? It wasn't a crazy hour. I mean, we had an hour. I was just talking. We didn't have a topic, so you know, I was just talking. I don't know. The song goes, I've been drinking. Johnny was surprised to see, looking at your viewers' comments, that Kingsford was so consistent on price, but the others did change. Yeah. Chachis is getting a freezer. No, man, I'm struggling as is. No energy drink and shoot. 14 ounces, that's what it was. Laura says she'll be right back. She's getting another coffee. Yawn again. Stop it. What's your opinion of the Lang barbecue smokers? Lang is a company that makes smokers in Georgia. I like Lang smokers. I won't say Lang was one of the commercial big guys. If you understand what I'm about to say, Lang was one of the commercial big guys that was out there, and you knew you were going to get a quality smoker because you were cooking on a Lang. I'm cooking on a Lang. You know, that whole commercial they did. I mean, granted, I could never afford a Lang. I always had a home. I mean, I still do. I primarily have homemade smokers. So I've never had the opportunity to cook on a Lang, but I am aware of who and or what Lang cookers are, and would love to have one. So if you know somebody that knows somebody that is donating a Lang smoker, I will come and get it. That being said, there are a lot of new smoker manufacturers out there on the block that are innovating and making better cookers, period. Marlon says, hey, yo, Dash and friends. Jimmy says, Marlon. One more thing. Sorry, you think about these things when you're sitting there watching the fire in your pit. Been waiting for y'all. Waiting for y'all to get your advice. Have you ever frozen a brisket? Yes. Like frozen a brisket before you cook it, or frozen a brisket after it's cooked, Susie? Be a little more specific, because I've done both, and the results have been just fine. Grumpus says, I've thrown out so much beef fat, there's no way I'm going to start buying it. Might render my own someday. Yeah. First hour had lots of yawns. Shush. I freeze brisket all the time, raw and cooked. There you go, Grumpus agreed. Wish we had a way like the way to like other people's comments. Just no, I appreciate everyone. Thank you. Where are the taste testers? They're in bed. Lang was one of the first companies that did reverse flow smokers, but you don't hear about them much nowadays. I still see Lang smokers, I won't say all the time. Where? So are you fixing the van? I would love to. This past few weeks the focus hasn't been on that. The focus this past week has been on back to school. So there was that. Angela, Adrian, what up, Angela? Oh boy. Grumpus says you can like folks' comments by supporting their channels. Nice. Well played, Victor. The Witness says, what are the benefits of a reverse flow smoker? I personally believe it's a more even cooking. Because the heat is forced to like go and turn direction or change direction. I feel like it's a way more even heat, but other folks say other things. In a traditional offset, you have a hot side and a cooler side, or a hot side, a cooler area, and then a hot side again, or a hot spot towards the end. Susie says, before you cook it, sorry I had some holy water myself. Susie, early this summer, I was perusing Sam's. You know, just walking through the aisles, doing what I do. Sorry. I just Skittles. I'm gonna finish the Skittles. So, I make my way to the meat department, and I see briskets, and I see these. They're like orange and yellow tags on a brisket, and the briskets were like 25% off. 25% off. When I think I needed to get a single brisket, I walked out with 4, if not 5 briskets. I took the 4 of them. If it was, I needed 1, then it was that one. So either I took 4 or I took 5, or excuse me, I took 3 or I took 4 and put them into the freezer. I had some freezer space. Well, not actually freezer space, but I had some freezers in my garage. I threw them out in the freezer in the garage, and boom, that was it. When my cook was coming up, I took that brisket out and let it thaw out for a day, basically. Cook that brisket, you would never know. Never know. Never know. Who's gonna know? No one's gonna know. Shout out to the Rewatch Gang. If you are still here, hit the thumbs up and comment Rewatch Gang. Angela says school's back in session. Babies better be babies better be in bed. Yeah, they're in their rooms respectively. No guarantee that they'll be in bed and or sleep. Great night for the regular viewers and no Erics. It's a great night. There was one Eric here, I believe. El Barrio. Developing the headache. The kid. What up, Taj? Peace and blessings, good brother. How you doing this evening? Yo, I talked to Dunn. Dunn hit me up about, Dunn hit me up because he saw some glasses that bear my name And I was like, yo, I've seen those before. My optometrist has those, or access to those frames. Oh, look at you, Grumpus. Grumpus, he earned that subscription because he was like, you can support the commenters here by subscribing to their channels. What? Who does that? Grumpus in that Hawaiian shirt, I swear. The witness says, thank you for all this info. No. Thank you for wanting to ask. Thank you for watching. And thank you for not falling off. Yeah, definitely appreciate that. Victor says the advantage of reverse flow was more important years ago, but now the smokers are better. Engineered and able to keep consistent temperatures from end to end. Moberg is a great example. Susan said, thank you. That's what I was wondering. If it changed the brisket, who's going to know? No one. Susie says, our one Eric here. Dallas Cowboys Eric? I can't remember if he's a Cowboys fan or not. Doesn't matter. This person says, X Chachi, Mr. Chachi X. I love my 250 gallon. Angela had, or that all sounds good except me. The thing Washington D.C. and Oregon do not have king or snow crab. Perhaps you meet a Dungeness crash. The Dungeness is already being tasted than king or snow. I mean, whew. I know I've been drinking, but man, 57%. Get that watch on a charger. Excuse me. Grumpus is more than likely the brisket in the store was frozen when it was brought out of sale. We take it home and reuse it a second time. You know you're going to keep ignoring my food comment. Or are you going to keep ignoring my food comment? Nah, no. Wasn't trying to. Maybe I missed it. It matters, Dash. It matters. Russ said, what's going on this weekend? I got king crab legs. Dungeness is sweeter, but we can get it in Maryland. We only like Dungeness. We don't like king crab. They're good, but there's a lot of work with king crab, and you got to be more careful because of the poker spines on the outside of the legs. But we really do enjoy Dungeness. Richard says, Dash, do you need your glasses? You're having trouble reading correctly. My phone is a little further away than normal. It's not that I'm having trouble. It's just squarely. That is the problem. Laura's back. Hog says, I'm in that Double Oak Woodford Reserve. He said, I'm late. Angela, if you got king, it must come from Alaska. Nice. I'm trying to get to Maine for some lobster. Dude, we don't have to go to Maine. We can go to Massachusetts. Like, 6 hours? If that. Where's the entertainment from the tasters? They're all in bed. Hopefully. Oh. Take my shoes off. My feet are hot. Oh, goodness. Ooh. Alright, well. I am I'm saying desperate need. Chachi says all nighter. And here I am about to tell you, yo, I'm about to end this. Because I am tired. I have had 0 energy drink. I have had no caffeine today. That is probably why I'm dragging. No caffeine today whatsoever. So Susie, the school year has started and they're not down here because it's too late for them to be down here. Hard to read through eyelids. Thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, 4 pounds of salmon, black cod, rockfish, king crab legs from Washington. Tuesday, everybody's blue but me. How do I become a member on my phone? I don't see it. I want to be blue too. Susie, you gotta stick around for a while. The blue means that you are a moderator. You stick around, you join us for lots and lots of live streams, you answer questions, you ask good questions, you defend me when trolls come in and folks start trying to tout hate speech or hate with the shopping carts and stuff like that. That's what the blue is for. Still want Dash to cook a coconut. Cook a coconut? I mean, why? Grandma says, I thought the king crab came from HEB. 7 in the foliage. Basically, for all things autumn. Oh my goodness. If I could hook up the ivy with coffee, I would. Yeah. He still ignored it. It's a long weekend too. Oh my gosh, Angela, hold on, let me go back. Try to find. Angela says, my name glasses was my first pair. Seriously? How did I not know that, Angela? Oh, 4. Oh, so I read that. I did read that. She said bought 4 pounds of salmon, black cod, rockfish, and king crab legs from Washington. You cooking? I just have to figure out when and how. You want all of that cooked or what? Cause we can do something. Just so you know, I have no problem with king or smoked crab, but I definitely prefer and expect to finally be able to go fishing this month. So I'll be crabbing for Dungeon this soon. Nice. Up on Cripple Creek. I prefer Dungeness. I prefer Dungeness as well, but I like getting things that I can't find at home when I go out of town. Nice. We named my channel 4 years ago on this live stream. Yeah, we did cover stuff. Holy cow, 4 years. Taj, you know as well as I do, I don't sleep. Susie says she's from Texas. The Hawk says Susie is my type. Just need to count as yawns. Just ask Laura. Yo, really? Oh, goodness. Now, I mean, that was a lot to read. TLDR. Come on, can I get a summation? That's a lot of, I mean, I can cook. When? That's the problem. I have to run to Philly, and I'm not sure if we were running to Philly on Saturday or if we were running to Philly on Monday. I work on Sunday. But, so, there is a car show that I actually really want to go to, which is in, like, it might be Pottstown. So if I go all the way to Pottstown, I'm probably pretty sure I can go to Philly possibly on Saturday, but that means it's going to be a long day. I don't know if we have anything else planned for Monday, but I do need to go to Philly. And again, if I go to Philly, I gotta get the cheesesteak. That cheesesteak from a few weeks ago was so disappointing. Grandma says I knew there was something special about Susie. Yeah, she spells her name with 1 Z. That's special. Friday night seafood fest like my mom used to do. Oh my goodness. Ooh boy. Cause man, we might have to talk. The house is dungeness. Susie plus Texas equals thumbs up. He only sleeps during live streams. Feature says. Oh wait. Ah, there it is. My eye is itching. I'm surprised you're not asleep on the stream already. Yeah. If no car show, I'll ride with you. So I gotta take the missus up there because we're going on a mission and one of us has to drive something back. So like I said, I'm on a hush. I gotta run, folks. Early meeting tomorrow. Grumpus be easy. Dang, I spelled it wrong, Susie. Welcome to the family, Susie. Basically. Welcome to the family. Good night, Grumpus. Definitely take great care. Welcome to the family, Susie. Oh, man. Yeah, Laura cracks me up. Good night. Take care. Bye for now, Grumpus. Russ said I gotta bounce too. Good night. All be well. I'm falling asleep over here. Sure enough. Night, John boy. Do you like Pat cheesesteaks or Geno's? Oh my gosh. Neither. I don't know why or how they became the de facto conversation starter when it comes to cheesesteaks and Philadelphia, but they are both garbage. No one outside of people in maybe South Philly who might not know any better eat at Pat's or Geno's. When I say it is a hard You know what? Let's run an experiment. Let's say you meet someone or know someone from Philadelphia. Ask them Pat's or Geno's. I will almost guarantee that 70% of the responses will say neither. I'm going to say that again. If you know someone or interact with someone from Philadelphia and you ask them Pat's or Geno's, they will 70% of the time say neither. Bye for now, Angela. Witnesses, do you like? Bye for now. Yep. You ain't seen bouncing back. Yeah. Check your email. I saw Russ. I'm sorry. I saw it, Marlon. Off pay week. I gotta figure something out. Victor says good night to those who are leaving. Yes, indeed. Marlon. Quentin says, I don't call it sleeping anymore. I call it taking the dash. Ha! You're so funny. Oh, look, Tom said 90% of folks will say neither. Victor says, oh, hell, I just realized I misspelled Susie's name. Sorry. Oh, wow. So they are tourist traps. Exactly! The whole thing is, I don't know who perpetuated that lie that it's got to be Pat's or Geno's, because don't nobody from Philly eat at Pat's or Geno's. Listen, I have eaten at Pat. I am, full disclosure, born and raised in Philadelphia. I moved out of the city when with my now wife, and when I moved out of the city, I moved out to a suburb called Norristown, which is in Montgomery County. Again, a suburb of Philadelphia. Philadelphia is its own city and county. I had, for the first time, a Pat's and Geno's cheesesteak when I moved to Maryland, when I lived in Maryland. And my friends and I were working on a car in my garage, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And they're like, yo, we're hungry. Where are we going to get something to eat from? And somebody says, yo, let's go get a cheesesteak. I'm like, you piqued my interest. But I'm like, where are we going to get a cheesesteak from around here? They're like, nah, we're going to go to Pat's. I'm like, what? What? You going to drive it? And I'm like, say less. So we had 2 vehicles, 2 cars. One drove and one was like, all right, we're going to go to Pat's. The other one was like, we're going to go to Geno's. And they got basic cheesesteaks. And we sat down to compare them. In my opinion, they were both garbage. And when I say garbage, it wasn't like, it was a lot missing, a lot to be desired. Usually, your local cheesesteakery is going to be your favorite. It's just like that first time you get a taste of something and you know exactly where it come from, and wow, just wow. That's how I feel about cheesesteaks, because classics are not classics. Pagano's was at, like, it's on Ogontz Avenue, like 72nd, 73rd and Ogontz. Go to Classic, you walk in, the little handle Jones is going on the griddle. You walk into a cheesesteak place, and if it doesn't have the right sound, turn around, vacate the premises. The cheesesteak place has to have the right sound. The right sound is those handheld spatulas on that griddle. That's what you need to hear. If you don't hear that, you about to waste your money. I'd rather get a poppy steak from the corner store, yeah. Susie said, Dad, check my Insta. I posted a couple pics from last week's cater. Doing another one for this Labor Day. You were with me in spirit and knowledge. Mad respect. Well, Susie, speaking of mad respect, you know what? I think it's about time. I am going to drop. I said mad respect, and we're talking about brisket. Let's talk about contact videos. I did a brisket cook yesterday, and we are going. Well, this is the first part in the 3-part series, so watch it. This is trimming, okay? Trimming the brisket for the backyard cook. Quentin says, I asked one of my coworkers at Lockheed if they tried Passaginos, and all he said was nope. Go to Del Centro's. Perfect. Chachi said it's all about Charlie's. What? Chachi, yo, you, bro, you about to make me break character out of this piece, like for real. In a new place visiting, ask where the locals eat. I don't even need to ask. I just be like, yo, where the crowd? Who? Whatever. Hog says, Susie, you turned blue already. My type. Susie, I got you. Like I said, you family. When you least expect it. Angela said, I've had a corner store cheesesteak before. They can keep that. But the corner store hoagie, I'll even let them put mayo on it. Yo, it's something so different. And Angela, you can attest to this. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about the deli slicer and somebody else making a hoagie for you. Cause when somebody else make a hoagie for you, they just be better. And they could be from the worst place ever, but they just be better than what you can make, like for real. They be so good. The witness says, okay, so Charlie's is a spot you can go then for a good. Okay, so the witness, the Philly is a football play, okay? A cheesesteak is something you eat, all right? Yeah. If you put the word Philly in front of cheesesteak, I am not going to eat it at all. At all. I will go hungry before I ate something like that. Susie says, ride or die, baby. All right, that's what's up. It's really hard to find a good cheesesteak in Philly. I tried one from 4 different places and only found one place that was excellent. Angela said, Explorer's Den. Oh, Angela says, definitely the sound. All right, so I'm a few moments behind. Time for a shot. I'll be right back. Yo, vacate the premises. Oh, heck yes. Trimming, I'm going to be honest. I feel like that's a weakness for me. I need to sharpen up. Thank you. And she got to do me like that. Yo, Chachi, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. I think I did a pretty good job on that first trimming. May do another brisket this weekend. Dang, man. I slice deli meat all day, Laura says. Do not screenshot this, but you're the only Eno fan. Oh, that's what's up. Oh. Susie. I'm not going to hug you back, though, because you are a Dallas fan. I'm dying. I didn't hug her. She hugged me. Jersey Mike, cheesesteak is 8-1. Yo, Chachi, you about to get banned. Yo, he is, Tosh. Can someone give Dash some water? Yo, I mean, thousands of towel for Dash. I mean, thank you. I mean, oh shoot, I'm out of iced tea. I mean, I got some fire water here. This is like I started with 8 ounces. With 8 ounces? No, shoot, I started with 8 ounces. I drank 8 to 4. I miscalculated earlier. I said I had 14 ounces. Dang. I just want to, thank you for giving me a second win, invigorating me. The lot of you. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. Shout out to the rewatch gang. And oh wait, I put the video in the chat and I never pressed the button to send the damn video. Oh my goodness. Angela said just came back from Dallas. It was hot AF. Felt like the devil was breathing on you. I don't miss the southern heat. Miss Kim, oh, Mimi. Holy cow, what's going on, Mimi? It's been a minute. Been a hot minute. Missed you, Mimi. Goodness. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. Again, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. I posted a link to the video that is going to go live tomorrow. Can I get a time? What time? I know you guys have access or will have access to that video now. But what is the perfect time for you to watch a YouTube video? Just can you comment? Can you please comment down below what time you would like videos to go live on my channel? I typically set up my videos to go live at 7 a.m. But you guys have the ability to change that. What time would you like the videos to go live on my channel? Hog says his hating ass girlfriend just walked in the room. She must be Eagles fan. All of that. Read my comments. LOL. I do read your comments, Shachi. Laura says now or sometime after 9. You know, it's funny. Mimi joined the live stream because she must have known that I posted. I posted a video, but I put up a video. I uploaded the video. 7. I'm not even awake. She said 11 to 12. Susan's not too much of a hater. I gave a guy that works for me an Eagle fan. He wants off every Sunday to watch the Eagles. I'm trying my butt off to make sure he can do that. It's all good. I love and respect. Aww. Yo, I saw something on Instagram the other day, and it was a meteorologist, and he was talking about the temperatures were going to be in the 90s, and I don't even know where. I think it was somewhere in Tennessee. And he's like, the temperature is looking like the last time the Cowboys made it to the Super Bowl. Or made it to the playoffs, actually. I think he might have said made it to the playoffs, and it was talking about the 90s. Wow. I was like, damn. Shots fired. Hog says 12 p.m. Eastern. Taj said, wifey said, what you eating? You like how what you eating? It's a brownie from Chick-fil-A. Oh, you missed the story of how I got 4 sandwiches for the price of 1 from Chick-fil-A earlier. basically, in a nutshell, I ordered a sandwich and saw that I could redeem it for points. So I was like, well, hell, I'm going to redeem it for points and get another sandwich, right? So I get a sandwich, spicy chicken sandwich, extra pickles, and Colby Jack cheese. Well, Chick-fil-A, you pay for the Colby Jack cheese if you want the Colby Jack cheese. I wanted the Colby Jack cheese, right? So, place my order, go inside. Oh, coincidentally, the Chick-fil-A was where I was meeting someone to give them 2 pounds of brisket this evening. I go inside, pick up my brisket, or excuse me, pick up my spicy chicken, go back to my vehicle, sit down, take a bite. I look at it. Dang, this joint don't have no cheese. I pay extra for the cheese. So I wrap up both sandwiches and walk back inside. And it's funny. So some restaurants, my name is Dash for the restaurant, because I'm like, yo, I don't want folks knowing my real name, yada yada. And you know, you go into a restaurant, they have a DoorDash pickup thing. So the guy who was in the store, his name was Thomas, right? I read his badge, and we actually interacted a time or two. So Thomas says, or actually, I was waiting there, and he said, you have an order? And I said, yeah, I'm mobile order for Dash. He's like, oh, okay, it's coming up. Well, the girl brings out my order. She's like, I order for Dash? I'm like, yep, that's me. You know, so I go outside. When I come back, when I walk back in the building, Thomas, who's the one who helped me, Thomas was like, uh-oh, Dash has a problem. I cracked up. I said, Thomas, I said, I don't have cheese on either of my sandwiches. And I paid for cheese on the sandwiches. Like, what can be done? He's like, bad news is it'll be a couple moments. He's like, good news is you can keep those sandwiches with no cheese. I was like, all right, I'll take them home to the kids. Sure enough, taste us a number 2, 8 to 1. Taste us a number 1, 8 the other. Anyway, yeah. That's just you getting your second win. Don't mention it. Nope. Exactly, Victor Chachi. Your comments are automatically blocked on Dash's screen for your own protection. Exactly. Hawks is noon Eastern would give the West Coast. Okay. Susan says, I may stop. Noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Western. I'm gonna send you a World Series hat. Sure. My last Phillies hat, I haven't had a Phillies hat, a good Phillies hat in a while. Susan says, you got jokes? Of course. And I can't spell perfect. That's alright, Susie. What you sipping on? His problem is called sleeping on the stream. It's living on the edge. There, I fixed it. So it's a Dash juice. Taste test number 3, vegan again. No, thank goodness. Though, it's been funny. She has been eating, and she wasn't vegan. She was definitely vegetarian. Shoo. Do not wish her veganism on me. It's already hard enough as is cooking for the other 4 people in this house. Hogs and Susie's off the chain. Laura says, I'm part veggie, tarn call, eat grass, I eat cows. Oh man. Oh, excuse me. First real college football game of the season, and she's still in Seattle. I think she's back, but by Tomorrow. I have haircuts with the boys tomorrow. And I do work during the day. And so said I'm back. Kid had to start school. Yes. Look, I'm so, I won't say looking forward to it, but I mean, they out the house. Which means I can cook and edit, but cook in silence. Game starts at 8. Oh my gosh, man. Every Thursday, man. Every Thursday. I gotta figure out what I have to do tomorrow. The door on there. I'm thinking like the door on the plane, but anyway, I gotta figure out what I gotta do tomorrow. Beef fingers? No, I did not, but I might have to. Beef fingers. Boneless rib. Huh. I was trying to decide if I was being set up or not. Looking for something called beef fingers. Page 13 on where? On Franklin's book or somebody else's book? All right, guys. I have to call it. Rewatch gang, please comment down low accordingly. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Chachi says something that no one needs to actually read, so I might just go ahead and delete that comment. It's this night, y'all. Chachi says, "Lucky you, you lucky you leaving." Yes, indeed. Good night. Take care. Bye for now. Dash and all. Enjoy the night. Eh? Laura's so Canadian. How Canadian is she? Hog says salutations to all. Yes, indeed. Alright, guys. I'm gone. Thank you very much. See you next time.